I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. No, it's a vertical stream. It doesn't count. It doesn't count. Listen, I got things to do. My internet down here sucks. I gotta stream the way that I can stream. Okay, I still haven't considered it down here, but you know, supposed to stream last night. I didn't. So I stream early today to make up for it. Yeah, I might stream twice today if I have to make up for it. But yo, what's up, Jesse? Yo, you said I had to text you when I went live because you always miss a notification. Yet you're here immediately. I'm working on fulfilling my Isopod orders, some of them for today. So I got my little receipts. I write little notes on here, and I'll catch some isopods. We'll pick some eggs. We'll talk. Man, what's up, armadillo lizard? How's it going? What are you guys up to this morning? Monday morning. So what's the week looking like? Come on. I I'm hoping that this is a very productive week for fish stuff and fish content. I'm working on a few things, and I'm hoping that we'll have a fun time. Even a blind squirrel finds nuts on occasion. What the heck? I'm just trying to think about how a blind squirrel would really do. I feel like finding nuts would be one of the least of its problems. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. So I gotta pack some ice pod orders. Gotta pick some eggs. I gotta finish some water changes I started the other night and then fell asleep. uh bro, I need a Daphnia tank again. I kind of decimated my Daphnia tank by putting fish into it. But the whole like putting Daphnia in these fry tanks it's kind of been working out. Like, check this out. Just kind of like got a sustained population of Daphnia in here. See fry. You guys said gain Africa order tomorrow. Lots of mormorids. Well, mormorids, those like elephant nose fish, right? That's pretty cool. Not gonna lie, it's pretty cool. Oh, here's some of the isopods that I'll be shipping off today. I've already caught a bunch of them, so I don't have to catch too many of those. We can get into catching eggs. But yeah, I've been just throwing Daphnia in these little fry tanks, and then there's like a sustained population of Daphnia. They can kind of eat it as they get bigger, or eat the babies. Daphnia magna. You getting any nanochromis, any pelvic chromis in that order, Jesse? Come on, man. Come on. You one of those funky African. uh, Oh, check these guys out. A lot of isopods in here. Yeah. Look at those worms. I don't know what kind of worms there are. I've been feeding them the things. I've been feeding them the things for sure. So we're really gonna be working on it here. But you know, during the move down here, I really fell behind on just like having isopods ready to go all the time. And I had to like keep less isopods and stuff and things like that. But I'm finally back to a place where I have a bunch of productive isopod cultures again, so I can actually, you know, do the main work of the isopod agenda, which is getting isopods out there. So I just cleared out 2 turns for my fish room. Now it's time to get more tanks. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. Now the question is, what do you put in those tanks? Okay, step one, clear out the space. But step two, you still gotta decide what's going in the space. All right, let me. So I got some of these isopods I caught already. Boop, 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 boop. And I'm trying to make sure I counted them properly for the orders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that seems right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep. Isopods for show. All right. Well, what did you have in the terrariums? That's kind of funny. If you get rid of you get rid of the terrariums that had isopods in it. The tanks have isopods in them. You guys are cool, but you can't swim. Bye, Felicia. All right, got my heat sealer here. Yeah, we on the ground. It's the grind, man. It's the grind. We gotta grind till we can get space for a table. I did have a table. I had to put tanks on it, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I had to put tanks on it. I just set up 4 terms. Some new fully aquatic reptiles coming soon. What the heck? Fully aquatic reptiles? Project Nature's OMG live stream. We live, baby. We live. Good morning. I'm assuming it might not be morning for you. I do like streaming to random places. No, you're not in you're in is it Malaysia? Because you're working on that beta project. Oh yep, dude. I'm breeding my female beta for the beta ecosystem. Very cool. Very cool. No, I like streaming at different times because sometimes, you know, I don't always accommodate the different time zones. You know what I mean? It can be difficult. It can be difficult. But we're getting done. I'm just getting some Rikia to fit with the isopods, so they got something to hold on to in their travels, and then we can bag them up. I remember I put my fish bags up. I had them in this box, I thought. But things have been going well. Like I've been setting up more like spawning friendly tanks. I've been trying to pick more eggs. I thought I would do that today. Just trying to make things a bit more conducive for making more fish. You know what I mean? Um, I want to make 100 Fundula Panchex Gardener Eye Gold. That's one of my goals. I want to make 100 of them just because I like them. Project Nature said you sell fish. I do sell fish on occasion. I mostly breed fish, but sometimes there is a sale of the fish as well. But it's mostly breeding. I don't make that many fish yet to where I have to really get rid of them all the time. But I think gotta get rid of some of them. I sell fish, I sell isopods, mostly isopods right now. That's really what it's all about, man. The isopod agenda. That's what it's all about. So I can't really find my bigger bags, so I might actually use these small bags today. Mm. Um, I have not been using these. I got them because I thought it'd be a good size for the isopods, but I haven't actually gotten around to using them. But now I'm on my bigger bags, or at least I don't know where I set them down at. Then I guess this is a good as time as any to give them a try. So, yeah, isopods. Hello, my fishy friends. Just stopping in as I wake up with a morning Mountain Dew. A morning Mountain Dew. Crazy. Elephant trunk nose snake and baby puffed faced water snake. You're getting 2 fully aquatic snakes. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm scared to visit your place. I'm scared to visit your place. I could step on a snake. I could swim with a snake. I got isopods about a month ago from you. They're going strong. I said I keeps fish. That's awesome. Thank you for Joining the Isopod agenda, man. That's what it's all about. Got the isopods going strong. That's what we like to hear. Bob, good morning, Bob. Gonna listen to this on my drive to work. That's that Monday morning flow for sure. That's for sure that Monday morning flow. Okay, sealing this bag. Project Nature said, I like isopods. Perfect. Tutu Bird said, I just got the notification. Don't be mad at me. Tutu's our mod in chief. They always say I don't give them enough warning before I'm at the stream. But my defense, I usually don't know about the stream until like the second before I hit the live. But I have three other regular snakes too. Well, I'm glad you at least keep it, you have something that I can comprehend in there. Yeah, well, I should probably bag. I got found a bigger bag, so that's some more isopods. How do you like the heat sealer? Well, someone that can't tie knots, I love it. I do. Um, I haven't had anyone tell me they've gotten a leaky bag or anything since I started using it. And when I was doing rubber bands and stuff before, I definitely happened at least once. I'm just not good enough at them. Oh, it's 6 a.m. PST, Futu, mod in chief up early just to be in here making sure everyone behaves. Gills the Garden said a buddy of mine just got another buddy's entire isopod collection, about 25 to 30 containers of all kinds. I can't believe how many he got for free. Guess the guy was just done keeping them. Man, I hope it wasn't 25 to 30 containers of dairy cows. That's what it'd be if I gave someone my shoebox size containers. Nice. Are indlers considered guppies or are they a type of guppy? I believe they're different. They're different, but they can cross. So I think that's there. Some of the indler people like there's some wild type indlers. They're a bit harder to find. And then that's how you kind of know that they're actually indlers, not crossed with guppies at some point. Who just said indlers and guppies have been crossed so many times that genetics are pretty messy. Yep. Just one more fish said I can tie knots, but carpal tunnel in my hand doesn't like it. Yeah, that kind of thing too. It's just like the heat sealer. You push it down, clicks, it's done. On to the next one. Like it's very simple, very easy to do. Definitely straining my hands a lot less. My problem is right now, like I need to order more fish bags. I just have a bunch, but like I don't know where I put them all. It's a problem. By bunch, I mean like I had like 100 left, but I just cleaned. That's the problem with cleaning, bro. Every time I clean, I don't know where anything is. You know what I mean? Whoa, 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 whoa! What just happened? What just happened? Fathom Aquatics with 5 gifted memberships, bro. Thank you so much. What the hell? W in the chat for Fathom. Good morning indeed. That is too kind, too kind. Wow, man. Yeah, Jesse says Fathom waving. Yeah, hello. That is definitely one way to make the entrance. Thank you so much, my friend. Ugh, you guys are too nice sometimes. Do you have any egg trapping setups for egg scatterers? Uh, yeah, yeah, I do. Um, I'm kind of going back and forth on different things to do. Honestly, just like a cup or dish or something with some rocks in it and some moss over it. It kind of does the job, man. It kind of does the job. I have some ideas for some other kind of egg trapping things. Um, but I'm going on like I was looking at like the auto egg trapping type setups. Like I've been messing around, taking a look at those. And I think my conclusion is like for some fish it works. I just don't. I don't know. I haven't been able to make it where I like it. Gills the Garden said no. He got all different types of isopods. I know none of them, but do recall pandas being mentioned. They got to be in there. Do you have a website for buying fish or what? I do. It's inmytanks.com. I mostly just sell the aquatic isopods, so I made the website just to do that. So I'm just now starting to put some fish up there, but I'm still figuring that out. Fathom said, "Make sure you hit the like." Well, okay, you gifted 5 memberships. I guess we can listen to you and hit the like button. Project Nation W Fathom, thank you. Yes, indeed. For 5 gifted skills to gardens. Oh, look at a little isopod. Like smashed. How's that baby Bashir Fathom? Berkshire Bashir? Johnny Best says, what's up, man? Do you like wild betters more than selectively bred bettas? Well, the only bet I have right now is a wild betta, and that's definitely for a reason. You want to see my little wild? I just scared him. Where's my wild? Oh, here's some of the wild, the betta album Marjorie babies. Let's see how many we can find. One, two. Uh, I know it's early. Oh, there's three. Can you guys see that? Yeah, that's three. We'll put some food in. I'll be able to find more because I just turned the lights on right before I put the stream on. But they're chilling, and the dad is off right now. Actually has eggs in his mouth at the moment. Third mouth brooding beta. So I'm about to get my fourth spawn from them. Hopefully, I got a good amount of those things. I've been spreading them around to all the clubs in the area, and they're an endangered. I think they're a care species. So I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part. Wild bettas are so much prettier. I agree. And there's the whole like they haven't been bred for like 10 billion years to be aggressive and kill each other thing, which I find appealing about the, the wild bettas. Just just something nice about that. You know, there's something about that non-violentness that's just appealing. The baby is not so baby anymore. Been eating good. How many Bashirs have you bred? Fathom, is this the first one? Bare bottom Brighton said, "What's up, fool? What's up, bare bottom Brighton? When are you gonna put something on that bottom?" Wild better so much for that. Brighton, Brighton. Everyone's saying hi to Brighton. That's awesome, Fathom. Jesse said, "Oh, I probably can't hire him in Indonesia." Yeah, I cannot send to Indonesia at this time. Go. um, hey, Putu. I can't get wild bettas because I don't have access to it in Indonesia. Really? What's up, Jorge? What's up? I gotta get a tank of isopods going. I'll definitely bring you some isopods when I come to visit, for sure. I mean, you have enough stuff. They'd be a good live food for you. They'd definitely be a good live food for you. And my tank's wearing shoes inside to staying off my anxiety. I hope you do get beamed in the head. I'm in the fish room. I'm wearing shoes because I got tired of getting my socks wet. Okay, I spill a lot of water. I gotta wear shoes. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Bills and Gardens. Oh, never mind. I thought you was in the States. Yeah, no, I'm in the States. Um, Project Nature contact 5-star better see has them. Oh, that's what I was saying. Yeah. I was gonna say, I feel like there's some better wild, better options outside the States. I don't know what they are, but I feel like every time I see something cool, it's not in this country. It's usually very expensive, and people sell the basic, common wild bettas. Fuji said, "Your helper is adorable." Yes, Ada. Hello, Ada. Ada came for the attention. You want to be on stream? Want to be on stream, Ada? Ada, can you find my fish bags, please? please. All right. I have a couple more things to bag, but I'm not gonna get anything done if I sit here and Ada sits in my lap, which is what's about to happen. If she sits in my lap, I'm gonna be stuck here. I won't be able to show you guys anything. I won't be able to bag anything. It's just gonna be cat. The cat can run her own streams. Oh my god. Ada, do you want to do your own streams? Is that what's going on? She's like, why you stop scratching? Yeah, Ada decides every time I'm like really getting in the flow, that's when Ada decides she wants to hang out. She's like, oh, you're getting stuff done? Not anymore. Not anymore. I'm here. Um, let me get some. Let me get a mop. I guess I can get a mop real quick. I'll get a mop. Look for some eggs. See what's going on in egg land. You know. You know. What else do you do in the morning if not pick fish eggs? My cat would do the same thing if I sat on the fish room floor. Exactly. The moment you sit down, it's just an invitation. It's an invitation to cease all productivity. I need my light because I'm blind. One second. Where's my light? There it is. Yeah. My fish room is in the laundry room. Good, good. That means you can always get dry socks. Pets know when you're trying to get things done, then they already need something for you. Same with children. Yep. Our quotation: Our cats are not allowed in my room. Not a big cat guy. I don't think I could keep Ada out if I wanted to. She runs. She runs things. Under what authority have you locked me up? That's probably what she said. Under what authority have you kept me out of this fish room? Okay. So, mop, lightly squeeze some water out of this so I can actually see the eggs. My dog is way worse than my kitty. I sit on the floor. My pupper's always ends up in my lap. Yeah, yeah. If I had a dog, I imagine that would be a challenge. That would be a challenge. All right. Now I'm looking for the killifish eggs. I gotta be honest. Um, I've been checking later in the day, so I don't actually expect to find any eggs in here yet. It's looking like that's the case. 'Cause I'm not seeing any. And usually if they're in here, it'd be obvious. So it's too early. It's too early. I messed up. And she's no small doggo. We got a Roddy. Oh my God. I'm gonna go now. Goodbye. Goodbye, Project Nature. Have a good day. Have a good day. I wasn't a big cat guy either until my fish room cat adopted me. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Sometimes you're not a cat or dog or whatever person, and then they end up in your life, and then you adjust. You realize, wait, maybe I am kind of a cat or etc. person. And change your mind. They leave you no choice. They leave you no choice. Okay, let's check out some of these egg trap things. So I got a pair. I'm still setting up this tank, but kind of got this empty tank here. And check it out. I got a pair of annuals from Aaron. And I got this cup here. I was just kind of experimenting around. Typically you kind of got like a peat moss situation with these guys. I was kind of seeing like, okay, what if I just use moss? Like, will they lay some eggs and some eggs fall through? I've kind of had it work before. I just set this up the other night. I have some more I need to put in here. Fill this tank with some more stuff. But I was soaking some cocoa core, so I could put a dish of that next to it and just see how they use each different thing, what they prefer. So it's gonna be like a spawning trap test for different fish kind of situation. But Aaron has a bunch of these guys. Jesse said those are pretty. Yeah, they're very pretty. Gildegarden said same. I have two lap dogs. That shouldn't be lap dogs. One of them sleeps on my bed and doesn't know what sharing is. I have a pit and a cur. Pitties are the best, Jesse says. Those are pretty. I love Killi's fish, Johnny's best said. Yes, me too. Me too. I think Killies I have the most Killies out of any kind of fish. I think that I have the most different Killifish compared to others. I wonder if I can just set up the camera here. I just set up the camera here. Find something to keep it propped up. But this is the spot, man. This is the spot. There we go. 'Cause I think I'm using my AirPods microphone, so it's not like you really need to see me. Yeah. Come on. Come on. I can get it. Ah! I'm trying to use a piece of tape. I'm trying to use a piece of tape to prop my phone up. A roll of tape. Okay, a roll of tape. Hey, maybe we'll see them lay some eggs, man. That'd be cool. Kind of looks like it's going that way. Can you guys still hear me fine? As long as you can still hear me, then we're good. And then I could actually go and look for my fish bags. I just recently got my first killie. Picked up a breeding pair from our local club auction for $20. Gardner Eye. Not bad, not bad at all. Gardner eyes are very nice killifish, and definitely one of the ones people always recommend you start with. I have two. I have the gold Gardner eyes, and then I have the P82s, which are the typical more blue ones you'd be familiar with. What do you guys think? I'm kind of wondering, should I try and put another egg scattering fish in there with these killifish and see if they both can lay eggs at the same time? Like, do I just set a bunch of egg traps in there, throw a bunch of egg scatterers in there? Well, not a bunch, maybe like one more. I was thinking like the cherry barbs, maybe could be good, and then just like see if they all do it at the same time. Situation, would it work? I feel like maybe it would, and then we could be cooking. We could be really cooking with grease, to be exact. Oh god. Morning stream. Good morning, Jody. That'd be good to know. I just had a handful of Usmani juveniles and a 40 breeder with the Achilles. Morning, Jody. Morning. This guy is just like he's really deep lost, man. He's loving it. I should put some Daphnia in there for them. I think I'll do that in a second. But I'm wondering, what's up with old boy. I might put another female in there for him. I'm happy you made it, Jody. Jody's already been up for like 8 hours. Of course, Jody made it. She's been up. She's been up for 8 hours. If you guys didn't know, Jody wakes up at like 4 a.m. I know. It sounds crazy, but it's true. Or is it 3 a.m.? I don't wanna I don't wanna I don't wanna undersell the earliness here. So basically, as soon as you wake up, if you're up and nearby, just go knock on her door and say hi. She's awake. I really want to see these guys lay some eggs. Jody said, I much prefer it that way between 3 to 4 a.m. typically. My gosh. She might have been away for 8 hours, but your stream notifications are poop emoji. Why do you say my stream notifications like I run the YouTube notifications? Send a complaint to YouTube. So I'm supposed to have time for Jody. I'm normally still asleep right now. Jody wakes up when I go to sleep. Oh my gosh. You guys got a whole trading schedule going on. So the male Killifish is like just in the middle of the moss. I just kind of wonder what the hell he's up to, man. His lady's like in the background, like bro. He's treating the moss like it's a pillow fort. I would die if I stayed up till 3. No, thank you. So you can wake up at 3, but you cannot stay up until 3. Isn't that interesting? One, two, three, four, five. Catching isopods while I do this. 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah. There's supposed to be 14. I usually put a few more in there. It's not for DOAs, it's for the isopod agenda, man. It's for the isopod agenda. Okay, let's see. We got another one of them in here that I need to sort out. I need to catch him, put him in there as well. I'll probably do that on this stream. This was a fry tank, but now everything's getting a bit bigger. Look at that Congo Tetra, man. They grow fast. I can't wait till I set up a proper way to get a bunch of eggs from them because they grow fast. That is a big fat Congo Tetra in the making. And that guy. Oh my gosh. So this is kind of like a holding tank because they were all things in here were in spawning tanks recently. Now they're in here until I can sort them out. I have a couple tanks being used as quarantine tanks right now, so I'm like a little short in my normal space until that process is done. Uh, I might move these Skiffia into a community tank, but a lot of the other things in here I want to spawn. The pseudomygos, and they're looking great. They're looking great. Nathan, when my husband used to work storm duty for the power company, I stayed up for 3 days in a row. Latest I ever slept in was 9 a.m. Oh my gosh. You've been up a couple late nights during the auctions, but I know it was rough for you. Well, those online auctions, man. I need to I need to experience more of those. I've stopped in like briefly for the online auctions before, but I have not participated. I have not participated. As far as I haven't bought anything and I haven't submitted anything. Although I don't know if I have too much to submit really. Um, are you from England? I am not. I am not from England. You can't tell by my lack of charming accent. Where are you from? You from England? What's your favorite food? That's always what I want to know. What's your favorite food? I just love hanging out in the chat. The auctions is nice seeing what everyone has and whatnot. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I imagine that's pretty fun. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Yeah, I imagine that's pretty fun. Just seeing what's going on. What's the coolest thing that's been in? You gotta, you gotta tempt us all into joining. Like, hey, what you looking for? Oh, that was a good question. I kind of, I'm kind of off. Like, I don't have more fish to buy right now. I kind of got everything that I've been looking for at the moment, except for one thing that Jesse has. One or two things, maybe. But like I don't really have much need to buy any more at the moment. I need to buy tanks. Your hair is massive. Okay, come on. I feel like that's a bit of an exaggeration. I mean, I do got a bit of bed head. I started the stream right after waking up. Jody said I look like ass when I mean, I don't look my best in the morning. Okay, I haven't taken my shower yet. Just trying to get these orders back first. Then we'll get into it. Then we'll get into looking a bit better. But I don't like waking up late either. It does make me feel like I missed half the day. So I need to get back. I was waking up like early for a while there. It's just I've had so many late nights recently that it's been hard to do that. It's been much harder. How those dwarf chain loaches doing? I've been eyeing them for a bit. They seem to be doing all right. There's like a rock pile. So I have the tank like on the bottom on the floor, and there's like these rock piles in the back of it. And because of how it's oriented, it's been really hard for me to see them. So they seem to be hanging out like in the back of the rock piles. Um, but everything else that I've been able to see more regularly, I can confirm. Like the pseudomagills have been looking good. The blue neon reservoirs have been looking really nice. I haven't lost any of those. Those are the main ones that I really wanted, honestly. Besides the dwarf chain loaches, but maybe I'll put some worms in there maybe and see if that gets the loaches to come out. But just because of how the tank is oriented, like it's so hard for me to see back there. Hey, what's up, Luis? Elite Mengery. Gosh, I cannot speak. Habitats. I'm on my way to the shop so I can call FedEx and yell at them for losing my plans for the last week. Looks like this week is lining up to be just like the last week. I hate losing stuff in the mail. I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope you find your plants. I hope they arrive fine. Oh, speaking of which, Luis, let me know when if you're free any days this week. Um, I wanted to come up and visit the shop. Um, Let me know if there's any days that you might be free. I've been kind of wanting to interview like a shop owner and like talk about what it takes to run a shop, kind of a thing. So even if there's a day like I don't know if you go to the airport like to pick up stuff, but if you're ever doing that and willing to have me tag along, that'd also be cool. 'Cause I'd love to come like when you're like opening the shop or before the shop is closed, because then we could like do a little interview. I could film around, but then people could see like the stuff you got to do before the shop opens, like get it ready, kind of stuff. The kind of stuff people don't know. They don't see the 5 a.m. store run, the airport run. Jody is really nice fish. Yeah, for sure. All right, I guess. Some awesome hill streams, and Cheryl's another great fish keeper that sells sometimes. I haven't seen anything that's not worth buying. Okay. If I can buy some of Jody's fish in that auction, then I might have to show up. My sister's name is Renee Renee. You know what? Hope your week isn't a bunch of Mondays, Luis, said Jody. Jody, comma, Richard Reynolds actually needs your professional opinion on his hill streams. He was told one name, but doesn't think they are what they are said as they're small to really tell. Okay. Yo, you're asking me to say random things because you know I can't say stuff. Say the bang Foden 47. There you go, buddy. Clipped. I think Richard has my email. Nathan, I'm happy to tell. She said Richard has my email. Tell him to ask me himself. But I'm happy to help. Oh my gosh, bro. I put a piece of Rikia to slowly break apart for orders, like so isopods could hang on to, but I took it out of an isopod tank. Look how many isopods have come out of this little piece of Rikia. There's water there, by the way. So sometimes when I'm putting the Rikia in the orders for isopods to grab into, I'm just gifting people with like 10 extra isopods. That's what it's about, man. That's the isopod agenda right there. I haven't done like an isopod agenda report in a while, but ooh, you know, if you guys don't mind this being a shorter stream, I might go. So there's a few. There's one isopod video I've been saying is going to be done soon for like a billion years. Um, but there's other isopod videos I've been working on because if you guys don't know like how I work on videos, I don't work on them. No, I'm joking. But like I have a lot of videos I'm working on all at once, and it's kind of just like whatever video I finish first is what's next. So like I got a video on, you know, do I want to? I got a video like the beta album art for Totem that I've been working on. I have a CPD video that's been done like 99% done for like a year, but I just don't like it. I'm probably gonna redo it. Um, I got a Hillstream video working on. I got several Isopod videos I'm working on. It's just like whatever one I finish first, where I'm like, yeah, I like this. That's what gets posted next. But I say all that to say that there's one or two Isopod videos where I'm just missing some footage. Um, I want to go to the place where I found some isopods, and I want to film my talking head there. So that way, instead of like being in the fish room when I'm talking, I'm like out in the place where the stuff I'm talking about is. So maybe I'll do that today. But it's been so hot. Did I hear you not buy new fish? I have a tank of spotted Congo puffers that say otherwise. Jesse, you didn't listen to what I said. I said I don't have any fish to buy except for stuff that Jesse has. I actually did say that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. No. Uh, and speaking of which, you never told me what day you're free this week, Jesse. You never told me. I'm waiting on you. I'm from South Africa. Thabang and Foden is from England. He's my favorite player. Oh, nice. Is that football? I believe is the proper is what the proper name for that. I can't imagine you'd call it soccer. Soccer? You mean soccer? Oh my gosh. Damn straight. I got all the good. So I've kind of cleaned up that 40 breeder. There's still some cribs in there. I'm kind of thinking though, you tell me what you think. I'm kind of thinking that the cribs in there aren't that big of a deal. Like I don't think they're gonna bother the puffers. But I'm trying to think like I need a 75 that I can put them in realistically. If I was gonna breed them, I'm gonna need a 75 and then a tank for fry. Speaking of which, can you do you know how to sex the spotted Congo puffers? I got all the good goods. You also have those what are those fish? The needlefish. You gotta breed those. You gotta breed those because I want them. And have you seen those splash puffers? If they do, the puffers will take a chunk out of them. No comment, but fine by me. Okay, so did you agree? Because I'm kind of thinking like I already have like a bunch of plants in there, but I can add some more, and then it's kind of like the cribs that I don't catch are gonna be on their own. Man, I like my bigger fish bags. I use bags for the isopods. Typically, they're way bigger than they need to be, but I like it. But technically, these smaller bags make a lot more sense. But I tell people, I was like, if I cared more about maximizing like shipping costs and stuff, I would be doing things a lot differently. I'd use these small bags. I try to use the least water possible. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I accidentally cut this one. Oops. Where's my scissors? Where's my scissors? I used to plant scissors. The puffers chase my hand when I stick it in the tank, like they're gonna bite you. Oh god. Oh god. Do I need to watch out for being bitten by pufferfish? That'll be a new one. I guess that's the thing, right? Damn. The puffer's gonna bite a chunk out of my hand? Oh man, oh man. It's getting dangerous. It's getting dangerous in the fish room. I just need them to eat on my mystery snails. That's what I need. I got too many mystery snails right now. Too many. I need them to help me lower the population. Humanely. Humanely. That's blasphemy, Nick Jody says. No, 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 no. It's it's the circle of life, right? It's fine. Although I had a tank, I don't know what mystery snails were. There must have been a dark. If you don't know, like with the mystery snails, if you put like a light foot snail and a dark foot snail together, you're gonna get like the same two colors. So if you put like a magenta and purple together, you should just get baby magenta and purples. So I don't know which dark footed snail was in this magenta tank, but it looks like I got a bunch of purple snail babies in one of my tanks. So I gotta see how those turn out. I can't really compete with Jody. Oh, is there a hole in this bag? What the? A giant hole in this bag. Bro, did I just put them in the bag that I just took them out of because I accidentally cut a hole in it? That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Can't believe myself. Ship me your sales. I kid. Sales are good snacks. I mean, I'll ship you more snails. I got plenty of snails. They've been helping keep my snail population. Yeah. Well, my problem is like I don't like shipping people snails with bad shells. And when you got like a bunch of snails, a bunch of stuff going on, all these tanks, and then I got them breeding in tanks that I'd never intended to have snails in. So then now there's like I got these big adult snails that don't have shells that I like. So I wouldn't sell them, but they're just these big. Honestly, their shells aren't even that bad. It's just, you know, if I had the choice, I just would, not send them to anyone. um, your magentas are growing out nice in my water. Yeah. How did they show up? Did they look all right when they showed up, or you're like this soft water fool? sending me these snails. If the snails weren't grown in liquid concrete, I don't want them. But yeah, it's more like you got 100 snails. Not all of them necessarily going to turn out perfectly. And then what? I have these giant magenta mystery snails that I want to sell that are eating fish eggs. What do I do? Well, I would like to be able to feed them to something. My Amazon puffer doesn't crush snails; it sucks them out the shell, but its teeth are really growing, so it's got to be doing something to keep them trimmed. Yeah, I've heard a lot of theories about the teeth thing. You know, I'm trying to don't I might be wrong, but I feel like I read that one of the puffers like does eat some amount of algae, and someone was saying maybe like when they scrape the algae off of rocks, like it does something. I don't know if I'm remembering. Jesse, I'm not getting a turtle. That's way too much commitment. That's a lot of commitment. Yeah, they look pretty good. The shells were on the thin side, but they had pretty decent shells, no real pitting, and the whorls look nice and uniform. I'll take it. That sounds good to me. That sounds good to me. My water is below 7 most of the time. I feel like that is about as much as I can ask for. Most puffers don't have snails in their natural habitat, Puchu said. Zero snails? Like zero? There's gotta be some. That makes sense. I could see them scraping the rocks or wood to trim them works for me. Yeah. I'm a big rock pile guy, so fingers crossed. We're making some progress on these Isopod orders, people. We got some bags. We got some bags. Not the big bags. Two of them have a little too much water in them, but it's fine. It's fine. I don't use the small bags too much, but I've used them before. And I test a lot. This is how I test stuff for shipping. Um, I'll use different bags for auctions and sometimes or swaps. And if I make too many isopod bags or something, I'll just leave them in there after the swap's over. And, you know, I'll just leave them in the bag for like a week or two and see how they do. I've never lost anything doing that. So, you know, the shipping stuff has actually been going pretty well as far as stuff making it. I haven't had any major losses yet. But that's one convenient way to test things. It's like bag a ton of stuff, way too much stuff, go to a swap. You took way too much stuff where you could possibly get rid of it all. And then you get home, you're tired anyway. I'll leave it in the bag. Leave it in the bag for a day or two, day or three, day or 4, a week. Everything's good. Baby puffers are omnivores and eat a fair bit of algae. Okay, yeah. Talk to Thompson Aquatics. He's got the lowdown. All right, all right. Thompson does indeed have the lowdown. I can confirm. He's on my list of people I want to get on stream to talk to. Let me know if there's anyone you guys want me to try and interview on stream. I got a few people. I'm trying to track down their schedules and get something together because I do enjoy the conversations. And it's nice when I don't have to just be the one talking. I'm tired of talking. But yeah, Thompson Aquatics, he's got a cool thing going on there with the research. I actually I sent a video of his to Alex recently. I think it was the thyroid video. Yeah, Alex was like, "Oh, that's a cool video." I was like, "I know," because Alex been talking about nitrates and fish health recently, so I thought he'd find it interesting. I'm out in the Black Hills in Custer, SD may lose reception here, but I'll be at Dan's BBQ on Friday. Hey, all right, everyone. Dan's Fish group order via Jody. Jody, you buy all the fish, then you ship the fish to us. Then you ship the fish to us, and go ahead and throw some barbecue in there too while you're at it. Was sad he didn't credit me for helping with the research. When did you help with the research? I must have missed that. I'm sure if you asked, he'll credit you. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Yeah, you wanna credit Putu. If you don't, will definitely be problems. There'll definitely be problems. Man, there's a lot of I've been adding isopods that crawled out of this Ricky. This is why when I set up plant aside for putting in orders, like for things to hold on to, I put it in water because I know there's probably isopods in there. Like I've been catching the little isopods that are coming out and putting them in the orders, but just more and more keep coming out. Like look at that, one, two, three. I already have taken. I think like yeah, at least 10 plus are just hiding in this little piece. Those are just the ones I can see though, because I don't know if you guys can see that, right? There's a little white sliver here. That's like a very small baby isopod right there. It's still there. It just looks like a grain of sand. But that's an isopod. It's gonna be very small. Let me see. I zoom in. Yep. See? Look at that. Looks like an alien. I'll zoom back out. Do you guys think you'd see it? You guys think you'd see it? Jody said I'll get on that. Hey, if he has something cool enough, maybe maybe we'll have to become better friends. I'm really I feel like bad because like when we traded stuff, like I sent you the snails and stuff, so that was good. I should have sent you a pair of killifish that maybe were a bit like more typically enjoyed, but like I was just being selfish. I like the procatopus, so I'm trying to spread them. So I'm hoping that they grow out and you actually end up liking them. But if you don't, you should be able to trade them with someone. But I have other killifish that I'm gonna have to send you that maybe you'll like. What up? What up? Black planted in the building. How's it going, man? I was showing off your killifish earlier. I'm starting to. I set up an empty 5 gallon. I'm gonna try and do the annuals. I just fell over for real this time. I've been soaking this cocoa core dish. I know what you're gonna say. What? That's not the dollar store F1 3000 container that we all liked that they can die. Look, I'm just working with what I got. Okay, okay, I got. It. I'm trying my best, man. I'm trying. But no, I want to do the annuals for real. I've been slacking, and they're just such a pretty fish. I don't want to fail again. So, uh, man, I'm trying to. Where's Big Steve at? I need to get Big Steve. I want to interview Big Steve on stream. I need him to tell me what day. I need Big Steve, Luis, and Jesse to tell me when they're free this week. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. And I've been meaning to do a fish room tour with Black Planted, but the fish room's just never ready. Come on, man. You got a day this week? Or it's content time. It's content time. Plus, we need to do some reconnaissance for the BAP competition. Jody, I know Dan is amazing fish and is doing great, but his prices are a bit silly in my opinion. Our success rate is amazing, but I can't afford them. Yeah. I mean, so this is the thing. I think you can price fish or whatever, and I agree that I cannot afford Dan's fish. However, you know, there's a luxury market for everything. Like there are clothes that are the same as cheaper clothes, but they got a branding. Or there are clothes that are legitimately better, but they're extremely expensive. So like, is the benefit of a better made shirt, you know, really worth it? Like, I'm just saying that like luxury items are a thing. But look at Dan's fishes, it's a luxury item. He keeps the fish around. He treats them on average. They're going to be in better condition than anywhere else. And I think that is something that is not only needed like because it forces competition like to improve, so even the cheaper suppliers and stuff get better because people start expecting more. And I think we've definitely seen that happen. But also, bro, again, it's a luxury item. I think that there should be a fish supplier that is basically for just people that can afford to spend way too much money on fish. I think that's totally legitimate. That's his little niche. I think I think every industry um needs an expensive option. Ross Baltimore said you gotta come to my fish house. I like he's like, I don't got a room, I got a fish house. All right, look, stay with them. I need a backup. Yes, I'm gonna try my best. How long do I keep on wanted again? Oh, anyways, Aaron, let me know when I can come to your room. If you tell me a day I can come to your room this week, I'll show you the fish right now that I've been hiding from. Jesse said, "What about Friday? Friday might work." Let me double check. SVC in the Discord is supposed to come this weekend to help me fix some stuff in the fish room. He's gonna redo all my lids with me, and we're gonna optimize some space, maybe rebuild some racks. Um, so I got to prepare my firstborn child for him. Uh, like Carhartt, exactly, exactly. Gills the Garden example. I can get red, blue Columbia Tetra for $5 for five for 10 local. I think we selling them 8 each. Just out of budget for me. And but that's another thing. Like you can, but not everyone has LFS. So like I have local fish stores. I have London Town Tropicals, and then if I want to drive, just Fish and Friends and Elite Menagerie Habitats are both stores that bring in like very cool, rare stuff. The kind of thing that I feel like that's another thing with Dan's Fish that I kind of hope they don't go away from. It's like it used to be more of he brings in the rare and common stuff. Now it seems like they're leaning into bringing in more of the, which I get it because they're selling a lot of them, and it's a business, but it's more the more typical stuff. Like I used to go there, look at the new stuff, and kind of find a fish that's cool to look up. And again, it's not like it really matters because I haven't bought from Dan's Fish yet, so it's not like they're catering to me anyway. I'm just a useless person that likes looking up cool fish and not buying them. But still, I kind of hope they stick to bringing in that kind of stuff. All right, about to hit the trail. See you later. Thanks for stopping by, Jody. Have a great day. Have a great day. But yeah, Roth, when can I come by the fish house? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's kind of what I want to do this week. I want to do a bunch of interviews and fish room tours. Man, I got a lot of isopods, man. This is awesome. It's awesome. More hidden fish is crazy. We all have hidden fish. I don't really have hidden fish. Yo, Aaron always accuses me of hiding fish. Really, he just forgets every damn thing that I buy. And he accuses me of hiding fish. Like, you don't tell me every fish that you buy, Aaron. I even told you about the 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 Neolamp Brogers. Why can I freaking speak? I told you about the shell dwellers, man. Look. Oh, and Jesse, let me know if there's anything you want me to bring, because I feel like I owe you. I feel like I owe you. So I know in the past you said you'd take my Zenatoka Doterai. I might bring you some of those. But if there's anything else, let me know. It can go towards my debts. Shit, I gotta sell some stuff by then. Just just in case I need to make some purchases when I visit. I need to sell a bunch of stuff. 'Cause I am broke right now as far as the fish budget goes. That's why we're doing the stream where I'm packing orders. Yo, if it weren't for the isopods, I'd have nothing fish wise. Like even the video, even the YouTube channel, like the isopods just barely fund everything. And then there's like the stuff I get from auctions and things like that. But um, and a lot of stuff is trading. Like that's really how you can get a bunch of stuff while not having a huge fish budget. It's like, okay, I can trade this for that. I can trade this for that. So you know, don't underestimate the power of trading stuff. Yeah, there's store credit, and that's a thing that you can do. But it's really other hobbyists trading with them can go a long way, or even smaller, uh, or maybe not even smaller, but less typical businesses like a just one more fish, because you know local stores they can only sell depending on the store. There's a few things that affect how much they want your fish to trade in. One, do they know you? Are you competent? Are you going to give them fish that are going to have all sorts of weird problems to deal with? London Town and other stores that have like individual systems with automated water probably have to worry about that a little less. If you get another store that has like a central where everything's on the same water, maybe that's a bit more of a concern. You can inspect everything. Bring me some isopods. I can definitely bring you some isopods. I think you need the isopods. Like you should be breeding them so you can sell them, and breeding them so you can feed stuff. The isopods. But I think you do enough different things where like having a reliable food for them would be useful. Um, and I think that the isopods are going to be a top tier live food one day because they're natural food for pretty much all fish. Because I think there's aquatic isopods in a lot of the waterways, and they're easy to breed. They're not aggressive. They don't damage anything, and they're easy to eat. In fact, we're gonna do something. I just I think that's enough orders bagged for now. Let's 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 feed some isopods, man. Yo, what's up? My calico isopods had so many babies. Whoa, whoa, whoa! You got the calicos from what the heck is it? Aquapods? Hey, yo, man. You want to send me some calico babies? Let's make a trade. What you want? What you want? That's awesome, man. Congrats. That's what I was thinking. They maybe serve as a good for wild caught imports. That's what I'm saying, man. And I think they have really good nutrition and all that kind of stuff too. Because I think them, scuds, and shrimp all have kind of like similar positive nutrition things. Um, but isopods are much easier, I think, to breed and catch than all those. Yeah, I can send you some. Wait, actually, hey, if you do send me a bunch, some calico babies, like I'll send you something. Let me know. We can trade if you want any kind of fish. What was on the list of fish you had before? Um, Maybe we can do a shopping tour. Tell me what you're interested in. But I'd love to. I'd love to. I'll order some calicos from Conrad too eventually. But I think it would be cool to like get them from someone else. Like that's the isopod agenda right there. People buying them, breeding them, trading them. That's pretty dope. What's up, pond puppies? But with that being said, I'm let's let okay. I'll DM you on Discord. Okay. But while I'm on stream, just let me know what kind of thing you might be interested in trading for, and that we can go tour we can go find what I might actually send you. So I'm gonna feed some isopod after I do the orders. These are all isopods I don't want to ship; they're too big. Um, and it's just a DOA thing. Whenever I send bigger isopods, sometimes not all the time, but that's the only time that I've ever had like one or two DOAs. Never more than that. But now, when the I already got them, so I'll turkey baster them up, and we'll go to a tank with something that needs a food like this, and we're gonna be going to the rainbow darter tank. And the darters, they really like the isopods. Jesse, this is mainly for you. Okay, check this out. But yeah, the isopods, they're a natural food source for a lot of fish, and it's not just the nutrition. It's enrichment because they crawl around on the rocks and stuff. Whenever you look up a fish, you'll see like what's their natural diet. It's like, oh, invertebrates, macroinvertebrates, and crustaceans, blah blah blah. But it's kind of like, okay, what are those? You know what I mean? I don't know why they're never more specific, but you know, they're talking about isopods, they're talking about scuds, different larvas, things like that. It's been fun feeding the darters some because you can tell that you can tell that they're definitely used to eating them. Bro, you can't even pick which one you want to eat. You just went over there and grab a different one. Now, what's interesting is not everything. The isopods have some tricks, and I'll feed them to some other things, but like they'll escape sometimes because they'll curl into a ball, and some fish aren't able to swallow them super easily like that. So, every now and then, not with these guys, but every now and then when I feed the isopods, you'll actually see them like escape because they'll curl into a ball. The fish won't be able to swallow them, and just they'll spit them out. Oh, got him. Now I've only had these darters about a week now, and I've got a trio. And it's kind of interesting. Like, so they're in this 10 gallon because it's kind of a quarantine tank situation, and I'm kind of trying to get a feel for how their territorialness is. Like they do kind of hang out in the same spots all the time. I haven't seen them like fighting, but like I'm just trying to understand like how the darters work exactly. Like I still haven't quite gotten a feel for what motivates them. You know what I mean? What they want to do throughout the day, because they kind of just chill on rocks. It's kind of like what it feels like. I do have a filter that spits out a good flow in here, in addition to the sponge filter. Um, these other darters are slowly working their way over. But what's fun about feeding the isopods is definitely just, it's a live food that throughout the day, they're going to be hunting them. And realistically, you keep feeding them, they're going to establish a population if there's hiding spots and stuff. So that's kind of nice. But I read one thing once about like fish behavior and enriching them and stuff. And it's like, okay, if they're always just waiting for you to put food in the same spot, like then they're just doing nothing throughout the day. They're just waiting. But if you do stuff like this, then they kind of keep those natural like searching and hunting behaviors where throughout the day, instead of sitting around waiting for food, like they're actually searching for it and stuff like that. So then not only is it like a health thing, but then it's actually making your tank more interesting to watch. It's kind of a thing too. So, but you see what I'm saying about trying to understand the social stuff? Because like you can kind of tell they're all posturing in relation to each other, and that's kind of slowed things down as far as eating stuff. And now this is the male. He's finally made his way over here to where the isopods drop. So let's see if he finds my rainbow darters are beautiful. Are you trying to call my rainbow darters ugly? Is that what you're saying? Hmm? I do think they're cool. Like they're kind of like gobies where they don't even need color to be kind of cool. Um, but the color does help. You can see he has a little bit of that rainbowness there. Um, they just have ridiculous faces, and they perch around. looking all funny. Now this guy's on the scent. This guy's on the scent for sure. Another thing about pretty sure they all came from one person. It's probably the same person, right? Another thing about the isopods and their avoiding predator behavior that's kind of funny is they're really good at knowing when to stop moving. Like, oh, you said your rainbow darters love snails? All right, I haven't seen them eat snails yet. There's definitely snails in here, so I'll be looking for that. Pond puppies, I'll be looking for that. Um, Damn, I keep missing them eating the isopods. But the isopods are good at knowing when to not move. That's one of their not getting eaten strategies. She is definitely look. I don't know if it's that one. Do you see that isopod on the? Oh, she definitely just got one. Let's see if she's. Sometimes I gotta spit it out because of the. I told you the isopod's still curled to a ball. Sometimes I gotta spit it out and chew on it some, but it looks like she got him. Oh wait, wait, got some chewing. Now I don't know about the darters. A lot of fish they got like teeth in their throat, right? Also found a tetra that eats duckweed. Ooh, which tetra would that be? Do you share? Do you share with the class? Oh, it did spit out a little bit. Oh, ooh. I'm trying to see if she's gonna find this one, this isopod here on this. I put about 15 in here. Um, they're all throughout. I can't really film all the darters at once. I just gotta pick. I gotta pick. But Nino, I'm still waiting on you to. I know you said you DM me, but I want you to tell me what you might be interested in, so I can show it on the screen. It's on my phone, so I can't really check Discord. Yo, girl gone nano, what's up? Hey everyone, happy to catch a live. Happy to have you. Happy to have you. I've seen you. You've been commenting once or twice here and there, so I definitely recognize the name, but I don't think I've seen you in a while. Kind of going through some different fish, and I'll pick some eggs soon. I was packing isopod orders. Right now, we're actually feeding isopods to things. Do you still have bluefin killifish? So I do have the bluefins, but I just have a pair, and I do not have fry or anything from them yet. But I could try and prioritize that for you. I also still have Elisoma. I have other killifish, like a Aphistemium vivittatum funge is one I probably got pairs of. Okay. Let's feed isopods and Daphnia to some other stuff. Well, actually, I haven't even fed my worms yet today, so we can do that. Let's feed some things. I haven't fed everything yet. Mm, where'd my worm culture go? Ugh. Where do I want to put you guys? I guess we're here for right now. Give me a second. Doing some grindle worms. Doing some grindle worms. Woo-doo-doo. I got the old the old grid with the worms on it. You see? Then you just kind of dip it in the water. All the worms come off. Oh my gosh, it looks so delicious. All right. Just imagine you're a fish, you just got your lady fish with you, and you just lady in the tramp some grindle worms. Like that's so romantic. Oh my gosh, bro. I'm getting chills just thinking about it. Like the Titanic. I want to wait for those fries, so remember I want some. Just one more fish. Like eat. Will they clear up the tank? He wants to know. Oh wait. What are the tetras that you Racinus longipinus? Okay. Will they clear up a tank of duckweed? That's what Aaron wants to know. Damn, I was gonna show the fish I was hiding now that because Aaron hadn't been in the chat for a bit, but now he's there. You're hiding a child. Let that fish come home. Yo, yo. So I'm Drake, and Aaron is Pusha T. You're hiding a fish. Let that flipper come home. Black Planet, they cleared a 10-gallon. I have them in. Okay. Well, when I come by, perhaps Friday, we'll definitely. Ooh, I need to let Steve. So we'll see. You said maybe Friday works for me to come by. When we confirm that, I'll tell Steve because I know Steve wanted to. Immediate cop. I think I saw some recently. Okay. Someone put in a link to what these fish look like, so, or just describe them to me because I'm on my phone. I gotta get my laptop. Okay. Feeding some grindle worms. So we got this guy here, Mr. Pisto. Someone in the chat say what a pisto it is. I'm sure someone knows. And where's your lady friend? I didn't make this tank on stream, but it is a newer tank that I've been slowly working on. I need to get that mop out of there because I don't need it in there anymore. But I've been really liking how this one grows out. A tetra with locations. I got my interest. Is there a difference between the locations? Is there a reason there's locations besides just being thorough? Inquiring minds want to know. All right, let's do the Ivanakara. These guys are starting to get pretty big. They're starting to grow out nicely. They've been a nice fish. So they're a long-finned African tetra, but kind of ugly. You think everything's ugly, so I just don't know. I did make this tank on stream. I need to tidy it up, but I do like this one too. It's a nice tank. I got some of the OJ and hydrocotyle from John. I haven't actually placed it. I just kind of waited down there, but I think once I get some more pink in here, we'll start really cooking with this tank. But oh, these are the infernal tetra fry. They're juveniles now. They're getting a little bigger. I got three. And I'm slowly getting the parents in a place where I can make. I think I can make a bunch of these infernal tetra. That's my hope. They seem to spawn constantly. The fact these guys made it in a tank full of fish is encouraging. A good sign to me. So they have some beautiful colors. I don't know what he's talking about, or he thinks he does. Aaron doesn't think that catfish are cute. What else do you think is ugly that's controversial? Eh, Black Planet thinks everything is ugly essentially. Okay, I'm doing another round of worms on these guys. Ugly fish, where's Sarissa? Hey, I don't think I've shown ugly fish yet, personally. I mean, look at these guys. These guys are shining. Now, I got them when they were young from Small World Aquatics, and I believe so. I didn't know when I first got into them, but I guess the females get like a prolapsed anus looking thing. So it kind of looks like I got two pairs in here because you can see she's kind of got the thing forming, and you can see that one definitely got it. And these ones are also bigger. These other two are bigger, and they're not. So they change color quite a bit, which is kind of fun. So you see, it's like got the cool patterns when you see when they're being like more territorial. You kind of get the black patterning to them more. You think these are on the line of being ugly? You thought they look cool when you were here. What Nino says catfish are ugly, bro. What the hell is wrong? You don't think any of the catfish are cute? Are you really saying that to me right now? You really telling me there's no cute catfish? Are you really trying to say that to me? Don't make me. Don't make me come over there, bro. Don't make me come over there. I mean, I want the calicos, but like, we can still beef. We can still beef. We'll feed some worms over here to some catfish. Not all, but definitely most. You guys are tripping. Tripping. All right. All right, all right, all right. I got some catfish in here. So I've been working on this tank, clearing it up because it was full of floating plants, which were making a ton of detritus. I'm working on it. Um, I took out like a ton of plants. So this was like all like duckweed and stuff. I took it all out. I'm like replanting it, so it's kind of bare right now. It's just the detritus is the main issue, but I'm actually gonna put all the worms in here. Wait, what's getting better? The Ivana car? Or? Okay, I'm putting all the worms in here because I want the catfish to come out. And actually, I need to catch all the catfish from here. One, because I want to try and spawn the cories. But two, I would like the barbs to lay eggs in here and have fry like kind of naturally. And I think I could achieve that. I think the catfish are eating all the eggs because there's like this spot here where I think the barbs seem to be laying their eggs quite a bit. And, you know, every time I see them doing like a spawning type behavior, it's the weirdest thing, but just a crowd of plecos and cories always show up right afterwards, like clockwork. Like, see, they're doing it right now. So there's a spot underneath all this detritus and mess. There's actually some moss right there, believe it or not. And they always go over there, there's one right there, do what kind of looks like a spawning thing. And then without fail, the plecos, the cories come from the back of the tank up to this exact spot and look like they're having a party. So I don't know what it is. I kind of have my suspicions. Um, One of the things I've been doing to work on, besides like I need to clean the sponge filter in there. That will help. Um, but I've been putting this like filter stuff around the air stone and I've been collecting a lot of detritus. That's like something interesting I've been messing with. It actually kind of worked. Catfish and snails would be your culprit. Yeah, I'm looking for the best way to get rid of snails all over the place. I've been getting rid of a good amount of them. I have, but there's always more. There's always more. These guys are kind of like going all over the place. I feel like I interrupted something. I thought it was feeding worms, but everything seems to be spawning right now off in the corner, which is kind of interesting. Whoa, I didn't even know I had a pleco that big in there. Yeah. Bro, you spawn albino plecos once. I didn't realize I had one that big though in this tank. That was looking quite sizable. All right, see, you're gonna tell me this is an ugly catfish. Look at this cute little guy. Come on, that's a cute fish, bro. You guys are telling me you think this is ugly. Really? Look at that face. Say it to that face. Call this fish ugly to its face right now. Monsters. They're all monsters. Um, but I love the barbs. I want to spawn more of them. They're just one, I think they look nice, but two, their behavior, like their schooling behavior, darting back and forth together is very fun. So once I get this tank cleaned up once and for all, I get the catfish out of here. Um, then I think I'll have a very nice looking tank. Cories are kind of cute. They remind me of a pack of piglets. I think that's actually a pretty fair comparison. I think they do kind of look like a pack of piglets. You were right. Yo, Big Steve, what's up, man? Yo, I was waiting for you to come on. I was waiting for you. Yo, Big Steve, you got any time later tonight? I want you. I would. I want to. I want to talk to you on a stream. Come on, tell me you have time tonight. Tell me. Tell me. Also, we might Friday might be when I go to visit Jesse. Just so you know, because you said you wanted to tag along, so it might be Friday. You can do tonight. All right. What time? What time? People, we might be doing two streams in one day. Set your alarm clocks. because you know I'm not gonna tell you. William Justice said 2 stream day. I said I was gonna stream last night and I didn't, so I gotta make up for it somehow, right? Look, man. Look, I'm trying to be a man of my word. 8 p.m. 8 p.m. it is. All right, folks. 8 p.m. We'll be speaking with Big Steve. Hmm. What should the title be? What should the title be? Let me think. I kind of like doing a let's talk and then like about, you know, let's talk about and then like kind of what the person's into. So Steve, you got reptiles, amphibians, fish. Bro, you just took a yo, Steve just took like 100 fish to Fish and Friends. I think he said 75 straws. And you said 75 straws and like 25 for something else. I don't know. It was a bunch of fish. So Steve is someone I want to talk to for sure because sheesh, that man is keeping busy. He's got turtles, snakes, lizards, isopods. He's doing the reptile expos. I mean, he didn't need the pan checks, so just the Astrals. Yeah, when they had the Astrals, they sold out of those quick. So you gotta teach me how to become successful with the Astrals. So I need to get a mop, but I have 2 pairs in here. I was kind of trying to see if I like really, you know what? Let me clean some glass. Let me clean some glass. But I was trying to see if like maybe I could get Fry to show up if I got a tank, with enough moss and stuff in it. I need to stuff more back there because I don't know why that back corner looks so loose. Steve, you can bring me some fish. Will you take the pan checks from Steve? Come on, let's negotiate. I'll be the middleman. What's Steve getting for these pan checks? Come on, come on. Steve is doing the work, the good work. Okay, I'll clean some glass. You guys know I'm not that great at keeping the glass clean. Honestly, half my tanks probably wouldn't actually look that. Like a lot of time, tanks look dirty, and then you realize like it's just because the glass is horrendous. So you're just looking through a dirty lens, and then you clean the glass, and it's like, oh, it's actually kind of nice in there. Like I'm moving in. I don't know if I'm the only one that's had that experience, but it's kind of how it feels like to me. But okay, 8 p.m. We're interviewing Big Steve. I'll schedule it and everything, make it official. Steve, let me know if there's anything you want to be in the description. I'd love some basic information on you. Your name. Yeah, just give me like a basic summary or something. William Justice, are you in the Discord? If so, ping me. I have a messy question for you. What kind of messy question do you have? Set your alarm clocks and snooze a couple times. Maybe the stream will start soon. Yo, when I schedule the stream, I'm on time. Jesse, our 30 pan checks are a little small though. The stripe pan checks, I think they're the red chins, right? No, that's not pan checks, is it? I was thinking of the Epiclades spaghetti. It seems to be a popular one around here. I still actually haven't done them, and I feel like I really need to. 75 Australians is a dream. That's amazing. No, I just want people to really appreciate like Steve having 75 Australians that he can take to a store is like that is awesome. You just don't get a lot of people in the States making a bunch of killifish. And like one of the things that I would like to do with killifish and other native fish is like right now a lot of the stores are ordering them all from like the Czech Republic, you know, European breeders, even for fish that are native to America. And I just think we're dropping the ball. We need people like Steve to pick up the slack. Jesse says, shoot me a message. Steve will do. Yeah, that's right. In my tanks chat, we're brokering the deals. I don't turn fish down, especially homebred from a hobbyist like Steve. That's what I'm talking about, bro. That's what I'm talking about. Steve is the real deal. And then he says, a hobbyist like Steve, but a hobbyist like you in my tanks, I'm a pass. But no, Steve, I'm excited to talk to you, man. This is gonna be great. I feel like I have much to learn. Feel like I have much to learn. How many tanks do you have, Steve? You don't have to give me exact, just like over or under 20. Start there. Let's start there. You can count the terrestrial stuff too. Hey, Aaron, how many could you spawn multiple pairs of the Northos in the same tank? Would you do that? Let me know. Cuz I want to have I ever turned your fish down, Nick? I mean, I feel like I haven't really offered that many times. Like I don't have that many fish. I'm not like Steve where I just have fish all the time. But I guess technically not yet. I mean, do you want rainbow cichlids? I might be the first one. Might be the first one that gets turned down. Oh my gosh. These damn rainbow cichlids. I need to move the pair so I can use this 20 long or something. Move them to the garage 75. I don't know exactly how many babies they have, but there's enough. Let me just put it like that. Wait, the light isn't turning on this thing. Okay. What am I doing? I need to tape some boxes up while my phone charges. That's what I need to do. I mean, I'll take them. No, 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 no. I'm not gonna do that to you. I'm not gonna do that. I wanna give you stuff that is that's cool. You know, I want to give you stuff that's cool. Give, sell, trade, whatever it is. I want to bring. That's why when I come, I want to bring like a bunch of stuff that like is actually helpful for you to have, so we can trade around. I can buy some stuff from you. All that kind of goodness. I'm looking for my tape. Where about? Ah, my tape's right here. I got. You guys need to get magnets for the fish room, man. I got all these magnets everywhere, and like now I can just like stick stuff wherever I'm at. It's like I can just stick stuff to like a high up surface. That's great, especially for someone like me. I'm constantly losing stuff. Like I still lose stuff and forget where I put it, but at least now it's off the floor. You know, it's somewhere safe. It's somewhere a little safer than usual. For the reds, yes, they're pretty peaceful. Okay, then I want to move on my pairs and the. I'm setting up a spawning tank. They are peaceful. Like I had this pair in this. It's just a bare tank right now, and I was kind of worried about it because I put them in last night, and I'm gonna fill it up some today with things. I was like, oh man, this pair is in there by themselves. Like, but the male's not been like too crazy or anything, so they've been just chilling. I don't know what size they really like start spawning, but it kind of seems like maybe it's pretty small. I mean, I took in a pair of convicts. I'll literally take anything aquatic in. Yeah, I want something you get value out of. I don't want you to just be rehoming stuff out of what. Otherwise, I bring you like 30 cribs. I've been cleaning up the crib Thunderdome tank has been getting cleaned up a little bit. I need to stick a filter for mechanical. Yo, why you guys? William said Black Planted DM'd you. Yo, I want to know what the messy message is. This channel has really gone to shit. It's gone to shit for multiple reasons. One reason is I've not posted videos consistently. And then the other reason is, where's the drama, man? You know, what happened to the drama? We used to have fun. Yo, are you in here asking me if I? Yo, you were here last time asking if I ever tried turbocharging your fish tank. I don't know what that means. What is turbocharging a fish tank? I'm scared. What are you doing to your fish tank? LMAO, was that you? Bro, you don't even freaking remember me? Insult to injury. You just say the same thing to all the hosts, huh? You just say the same thing. I say random shit to make peeps laugh. Now we know, bro, you're fake. You're fake, bro. We want a custom joke. You know, at least come in and roast me or something, you know? Or why why roast me? Roast people in the chat. Leave me alone. No, I'm just kidding. Only roast Steve. No, I'm but I want to know what the messy message is. Um, yeah. So after I finish taping these boxes, I'm going to catch some fish. I'm gonna catch the rest of the Northos because I got to empty this 10-gallon tank. Why do I have to empty this 10-gallon tank of fish? Because I got a male Nanacara finally, and I'm gonna try and spawn the Nanacara, and I'm gonna try and not let the females slaughter the male this time. That was crazy. I just want to breed these fish. I say I want to breed them and move on, but here's the thing: the male Nanacaras are so beautiful that I'm afraid I'm gonna breed them and like them and keep them forever. You into cars any? I'm not really into cars. I have a 2021. You know what? Let me not say my car on screen. Actually, wait. It doesn't matter. What am I talking about? I have a Hyundai Elantra. Actually, the DMs are about the drama, not trying to get you blacklisted. Bro, bring the drama. I didn't even know William Justice was part of drama. Sorry, had to pause. I'm at work. No, 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 you're good. I have about 20 tanks. See, that is like I respect that because that means that you have self control. You know, that's a. I feel like that's a modest amount of tanks, honestly. Like, if you have if you think you have 20 tanks, I'm like, oh, you okay? So you don't really have like a problem. You know. Now, my question is, do you have a bathroom tank? And my follow up question is, do you have more than one bathroom tank? Because I think you've reached like you have a problem levels when you have a bathroom tank. Like to me, that's like was that I part of job. I just have fun hearing about it. Yeah, that's the way to be. That's the way to be. I got 2,300 cord 17, and I'm busting a 2,000 XR6 Type S to build up and make fast. Gotta go fast. Yeah. Fuju said taking the fish to Brighton 25-pound town. I still haven't fed all the fish yet, so I do need to take a break and feed more fish then. But when I need to start brine shrimp, bro. I need to start brine shrimp. Where I put my scissors? Uh, Yeah. I got two tanks. One's in a bathroom. Nope, you have a problem. You have zero tanks. I like dogs. Never been a fisherman. What the hell are you doing here? How did you even get up here? You're just trolling. You're just going through every like YouTube live that exists. Just you're like I'll go in any kind of live. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna ask if they turbocharge whatever they're talking about. That's funny. That's funny. I've been trying to convince my girlfriend to put a tank in the bathroom. No, bro, don't look. I, I don't want to do a bathroom tank on principle. Like, I don't know, but I'm also like I'm a germaphobe in that sense. Where like I like to take baths. So, like having a fish tank in my bathroom, like I need a bigger bathroom for that. I feel like it would feel cramped fast with a fish tank in there. Like, I don't know. And then what? I gotta do water changes into my sink that like I brush my teeth and wash my hands in. Like, I don't know, man. Like I just don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. But I do feel like bathroom tank is like when you know you've reached like ultimate degenerate levels of fish keeping. I'm bored. Just woke up, man. I usually was morning for shits and giggles. I'm just trying to figure out what the hell you typed in to find this nice true religion shirt. Thank you, thank you. I do like. It's a more subtle like. I feel like the colors so like friendly and pastel. Like I kind of forget it's a true religion shirt sometimes. Um, the bathroom with the tank is really just used for showers. Okay, okay, but still, like I don't know. My bathroom when I take a shower, like I take a very hot shower, so it gets very steamy. Like I feel like everything would be wet all the time. I got the fish tank and like I don't know, it just I start feeling slimy and like I don't know, man. I didn't type anything. I was just scrolling for real. I noticed when I did the vertical streams, like I definitely get a lot more views on the lives, but that is one reason why like I wouldn't do the vertical streams just for getting views because it does kind of seem like I don't know where they're I guess they're showing it more when you scroll, but it's like just random people. So like it's not like people that are actually interested in the fish stuff. So I'd rather just do the horizontal streams and then like the people that come in actually care about the topic or at least the topic with the premise. Because I mean, we talk about whatever in here really. So, but you know, one of my bathrooms don't even have a shower. I mean, you gotta have it. That's the guest bathroom. You know, that's the guest bathroom. Fine. I like sharks, I guess. That's about my aquatic interest. I mean, sharks are cool. Sharks are cool. I don't really have a tank that could hold a shark, but I do like sharks. Yeah, I think they're cool. Now, I feel like you had to have a specific shark though, because I do think sharks vary. Like we're talking hammerhead, we're talking great white, we talking, there's whale sharks. We got a lot of options when it comes to sharks. So I'm packing these orders. I use like all recycled shipping stuff. So either stuff from my own house or there's a lady, very nice, that I trade fish with for this reusable insulation. And it's actually like decompostable. This is like made of cornstarch or something. Like if you get it wet, I'll show you guys. It's crazy. If you get it wet, it just like starts disintegrating and turns hard. Pause. Uh, so, it's hard to tell in this context, but I'll let this piece sit here. Oh, there we go. There you go. I like dipped it in the water. So you can see it kind of starts disintegrating. Look at that. So I'll show you the piece later. I just got a freshwater shark. Yo, Jesse, you always say I just got this, I just got that, but then you don't say like what it is. I gotta get the follow up. Okay, what's the freshwater shark that you got? Come on. I know you want to brag. Go ahead. I asked a question. What is it? What is this exotic packing installation that wilts when it's wet? Is it interesting choice for packing fish? I mean, the the idea is that the bags don't leak water, so it shouldn't be a problem. But it's eco-friendly. That's the point. It's like a decompostable insulation. Like I said, I think it's made of like cornstarch or something. So these Amazon packets are really nice because a lot of the small fish bags fit inside of them, and then they're kind of insulated already. You can make a nice little square, and then pack the rest of your insulation around it. That iridescent shark. There you go. I sent you the video. Yeah, I'm just on my phone, so I remember we used to run around in kindergarten and pretend to be hammerheads, dude. That's a core memory I just unlocked. You're welcome. That's what we do here. We unlock your inner self. Uh, oh, you guessed the bala shark. But yeah, no, it wilts like temporarily when it's wet, but then when it dries, it's like it turns like super hard. I don't even know like Like right now, it's all spongy and disintegrated, but it'll turn like hard after a bit. But what's nice about this stuff is like it has like you can kind of like rip it in these columns. So if I cut it to the right size, I can just kind of like rip it and make my like walls a little bit too long. If I cut it to the right size, then I can make my little like liner wall. I sent you the video yesterday. What, like last night or no? Wait, I responded to it then. Is that what Carl was? I thought you sent me a giant catfish. All right. So then the next thing is I need to put my notes in there, and as is tradition for me, I have got okay. Miss Wendy, I am I'm gonna have to reprint Miss Wendy a new receipt because I ruined that one. It got all messed up. All right, we're good. I got this. I got my letter on it. Yes, Carl's the shark. Okay, my bad. I misunderstood. So I got my notes that I wrote on the receipt. This is going to Trevor. I'll pull this up in here, and then I'll print the label in a bit. But for now, I'll write Trevor where I'm going to put the label so I don't forget, because I will. I got the top on, and look at that. See, I'm getting kind of a nice little uniform system going on here, you know, a legitimized operation. What do you think, PT? You're a perfection. I feel like that's a clean look. And then the notes right below it, user experience. Bam. I can't find the adult tricolor Medaka. Should I just order the eggs? Anyone know where you can get some adult tricolor Medaka? I feel like Small World Aquatics had some. They do ship. Tutu actually is a rice fish breeder, and actually, I believe it's like a family tradition. So I asked Tutu all my hardcore Medaka questions. I need to make a Tutu. You should post your mop making video in this chat when you get the chance. I need to make some mops today. I'll do that later today. Um, After this, probably. I would do it on stream, but I gotta find a bunch of stuff. I don't know where it is. You're correct. Myself in Small World. Oh, Jesse has tricolor. Now I like Small World Aquatics, but I like Jesse more. So Nino, hit up Jesse. S- See if he's reasonable. If he's not reasonable, rob him. No, I actually do not condone any crimes. Let me uh take that back. Do not commit any crimes. I got that in there. Oh, look, I got more packaging to reuse. Shout out to Amazon. Ordering eggs is risky. You have to do culling. Aquatic Arts is full quality. Yeah, so that is poor quality, expensive rice fish. So that's the thing about rice fish that Putu has been kind of telling me. Like apparently even the fancy like lines that are really nice, like I guess has a very high pull rate. So that's why you'd want to do pairs instead of eggs. Although I guess you could get good ones out of if you bred the cold, I guess technically like they have the genetics question mark. Um but yeah, I didn't realize like I guess it's like in the culture like it's a culling culture, like it's not a big deal, I guess. Tutu, I don't know this for a fact. Let me know if I'm wrong, but I kind of get the impression like for us, if you have to cull a lot, it's like, oh man, this line like sucks. it kind of feels like with the rice fish and koi people, like pulling a lot is like expected. It's like not a big deal. They want the perfect one. So even if they all, even if the what to us would be a low cull rate, where like they all look perfect to us, like these hardcore people, you could give them like 100 nearly perfect ones, they're still gonna cull like most of them and only keep the perfect ones. You know what I mean? That's kind of the impression I get, where it's like culling is like not a big deal. Buying juveniles for eBay is the best for getting pre-culled nice fish. The babies will have to be culled. Okay. Hey, what's up? Said hi in the chat. I cannot. I wish I could read what your name was, but I cannot. So, what's up? How's it going? Rice fish, goldfish, koi, culling is mandatory. So there you go. I just think it's a good distinction because I feel like for at least for me, it seems like if something has to be cold, I'm like, oh, they like didn't lock in the line or whatever the language is. Like, oh, this is like a bad line because I got to coal so much. But like in reality, coaling is just like that. That's what you have to do. It's just there's no way around it, and like that's it's mandatory. Like you said, uh, stuff and that, stuff and that, again, stuffing. Everything gets reused. Like the clippings from my bags, I use as filler. Like when I heat seal and I cut the ends off, we use that as filler. I want koi, but they take up so much space. Yeah, my neighbor has a pond with some koi he's had for a long time. They're huge, so they look like dogs. Like they're giant, bro. All right, this is going to Daytona. The name, that's the person's name. It's not the place. Note is going in there. And look at that. We got a nice little snug seal at the top. This styrofoam. What name did I just say? Daytona. Okay. Let's try to write that down on the top of the box. So when I print my labels, I know which one to put it on. The fish are perfectly healthy, but not perfect in color. Minor discrepancies. Breeders will sell them to places like aquatic arts that can't tell the difference. For the hobbyists like me that can't tell. I wouldn't know how to tell. Because Putu, uh, she's like calling them when they're like so small. I wouldn't even know how to tell if it's a good fish or not. Apparently, you can tell very young with rice fish. We need to do a stream sometime, Putu, where you do a rice fish. You should do a rice fish talk. I want to hire you to do a rice fish talk on the stream. That's what I want to do. How long do you think that may take for you to make? Let's talk. I wish Putu had more tanks so then I could trade fish for him. But they only want the money. Oh goodness. Have you tried breeding for any color morphs for aquatic isopods? Every time I get into trying to do it, it's just like a space thing. My thing with the isopod agenda is I'm just trying to be another person selling them, making them more available. So for me, the color morph isn't as much a priority, just because that my mission is spreading the isopods in general, and I kind of feel like other people should or can do the color morphs, and then when they make the color morph, I'll buy them and breed them, and then also sell them. You know what I mean? Like I don't need to be the one that makes the color morphs. I just want to get more isopods out there. You know. Sure. Let's. But I do. I'm not saying I don't want to do a color morph. Just I haven't been able. For me, it's been hard enough just to keep. enough isopods. I'm now at a place where like I can turn the camera and like we'll see that there's a bunch of isopods around, and that's why I'm able to like fulfill orders regularly because I'm back to having all these isopods. But if I had to focus on like a color or something, it would be hard for me. I'm just not good at multitasking. Um, but yeah, Putu is breeding color morphs. Um, Conrad Aquapods LLC. He's got multiple color morphs. He's got the calico and the blacks. Um, and yeah, Putu's doing a high yellow of the isopods that I have. Garden Eater has, I believe. I never wanted aquatic isopods until I found this channel. Now I love them. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. I'm excited for my next. I'm gonna start doing species highlights of the isopods, and I'm considering if it's not too hot, going to film the last thing I need for one of them today. So wish me luck. Hopefully, I can go do that. Silent video on mops made for in my tanks. Oh, if you wanna see Putu's Medaka mops, I've seen them collect hundreds of eggs at a time using the mop, so it seems to work. So I need to make one. Tutu, off to work I go. Thank you very much for stopping by, modding. All right, people, we've been chilling. It's been good. I think 2 hours, maybe 2 hours. Listen, 8 p.m. today, 8 p.m. EST. We'll be interviewing Big Steve. I'm going to schedule it after this. I need to finish packing these up. I need to get some other work done, post office, all that kind of thing. But it's been very nice hanging out with all of you. This is a two-stream day. We'll be back 8 p.m. Big Steve. Any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to stop by then. Comment after the VOD. William Justice said 8:05 p.m. Got it, man. Fuck you, bro. It'll be very close to 8 p.m. Okay. And it should be a good talk. Steve's got all sorts of things that he's very knowledgeable on. So it's been fun. I'm gonna get the stuff to the post office, finish packing. Great hanging out with you guys. Nino, let's work out that calico. Send me some calicos, man. I'm begging you. Um, and yeah, all right. I'll see you guys later at 8 p.m. That's in my tanks with the spin drift. Out.